Hi guys, welcome back. Question number 2, NECO examination 2025. Okay, so the question says, the figure 4.2 shows the elevation of a cylinder cut by 3 planes. Okay, so this plane number 1, this plane number 2, and this plane number 3. Copy the given views. That's the first thing you should do. Draw the development of the cut cylinder. Okay, so we're going straight into the drawing process, but don't forget that this is a cylinder. That means the plan will be circular. It has a circular plan, and you cannot really complete the entire drawing development. Now you see CC here. It tells you that this is the seam, the point through which you will open out this drawing. So you can't really do all of this without drawing the plan. So let's start. So the first one to do is to draw a center line. So draw a center line like this, or you can just draw a thin line if you like. Okay, so when you're done doing that, let's draw the plan. So we were told that this distance here is what, 60. That means the diameter is 60. So to draw a diameter of 60, we need to needle a radius of 30 to get 60. So I'm going to stretch 30 on my ruler. So this is 30. Okay, then I'll look for a convenient point here and draw the plan with a thick line. All right, so what I'm going to do is draw the other perpendicular diameter. So I will needle my set square here. So I will position my set square like this. Make sure it is aligning with the straight line here. Then I'll adjust it a little bit to the left. Then I will align my ruler here. Okay, and draw this line. And I will divide the circle into 12 equal parts. So by drawing this first, a thin line, then there are different methods you can use in dividing a circle into 12 equal parts. This is just one of the methods. Draw to the center with thin lines, position in this form. Draw thin lines through the center, position, so pull it down. Draw thin lines through the center. We still have one more, yeah. So position in this form and draw thin lines through the center. Okay, so we're done with that. Now what I'm going to do next is to draw this elevation. So this is the plan. Now align your set square. Align your set square with this vertical line here. Okay. And support with your ruler. Now transfer lines to this, the diameter, where it starts and where it ends. And draw thin lines up. Do the same thing here. Transfer to this point here and draw thin lines up. Okay, now align your set square with this horizontal here and support with your ruler. And draw a horizontal line here to form the base of the elevation. Just give any distance of your choice, and I'll draw a line. So I will just extend this line because I'm going to make use of it later. All right, so these are thin lines for now. Okay, so what you're going to do next is, we're told that the bottom here, all right, so but before then, let's get the height. The height is 80, so we're going to measure 80. So this is 8, and this is 0, 80, right? So if you like, you can do this. You may as well leave it. It's not necessary or compulsory, but let's just do it for practice purpose. All right, so align your set square with the horizontal and transfer lines, thin lines to that 80. All right, so I'm just going to dress this up. All right, so here we go. Now we're told that this angle here is 30 degrees. So get your 30 degree set square, this one. All right, and align with the horizontal here. Once you're done doing that, you support with your ruler and transfer lines to this point here. And draw a thick line. We are bringing out the outline now to this point. All right, so what you do next is check this one out. This is 30 degrees to this plane here, so we'll still use our 30. Okay, and this time around we're going to position it in this form. Okay, so we're going to align it with this. So what I like to do is I like to use this part. So let me align with this part, or let me just simply do it like this. Then I will take it up a little bit because I need a clearance here to place my ruler. So I will raise it up a little. Do not allow it to shake. Then support with your ruler like this. Okay. Then transfer until you get to this midpoint here, and draw a thick line towards this point. All right, so this is 30 degrees, this is 30 degrees. So I'll print this part here, and finally we're told that this is 40 degrees. So you get a 45 degree set square. Now with your 45 degree set square, you can either choose to place your horizontal, your ruler with the horizontal like this. Okay, and place your 45 degree set square here and adjust it until it gets to this top, and draw the line from here at 45 degrees down until it touches this line here, and that's it. So print this part, and that gives you the elevation. So this is the elevation and this is the plan. So let's go straight up with the development. Now, since we have our seam here on this side, I'll label starting with 0 here. So this will give me 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 12. Okay, so we're done up to 12, 0, 12. Now to draw development, we're going to extend this line. We want to develop to this side because we have the seam here. So I'm going to extend this line. With thin lines, okay? So what I would do is transfer line to this top here, this horizontal line. Let's do that first. And extend this line all the way down. Okay, so these are thin lines. Now we want to start our development, so we'll choose the point where we'll start our development from. So we can choose to either start it, just develop it together with this drawing, or just give a space. Whichever one you choose is correct. Now, but let me just give a little space. So align your set square with this vertical line here, and just give a little space and drop your first line. So this is where I'm going to start my development from. So the next thing you're going to do is, like I mentioned in previous videos before, you can either choose to calculate the diameter, the circumference of the circle, and measure it on this along this part. All right. Then you divide it into 12 equal parts, Or you can use an approximate method, which is take any of these divisions here. So take, let me say 0, 11. Remember, all the divisions are what? They are all equal, so you can just pick any one of them. So step off 12 equal divisions along this line, starting from this new line. So you needle here, and this is 1. You needle here where you just cut now. 2, keep stepping off. 3, 4, up to 12. All right. Okay, so I've done that. All right. So I'm done dividing everything into what? 12. So what I will do next is I will transfer this vertical line to 1, 2, 3, like this. So you align with your set square with the vertical line. Support with your ruler and transfer to this 1 and draw thin lines up. 2, thin lines up to 3, so you keep doing that, you transfer up to 12. All right, so I'm done with that. Okay, now the next thing you do is you're going to transfer lines from each of these points here. 11, 10, 9 has been drawn, 8, 7, 6 has been drawn, and 0 and 12 has been drawn. So now 11 correspond. I have done an example like this before, but a different type of sectioning, so you can go check that video out. If you are new to this type of question, you can go check a very simple case study that I did once before, so you know why I'm not going to be doing something I'm about doing now. So I'm supposed to draw lines from here, 1 through 11, 2 through 10, up, vertical lines, but I'm only going to draw them from the one on the top. But we already know that if I'm drawing for 11, it also represents 1. If I'm drawing for 10, it's also for 2. 9, as you can see, and 3, they're on the same line. 8 and 4, they will be on the same line, you understand? The reason, because I don't want to crowd this drawing with lines. All right, so align your set square with this vertical line here. Okay, and transfer lines to 11, and draw thin lines up until it touches this point here. Okay, this is 10, draw them up, transfer for 8, and for 7. Okay, so that's it. So what we're going to do next is transfer lines from each where these lines are intersecting, all these points. We're going to transfer lines to the part where we're going to develop. All right, so sorry about my voice. Like I mentioned in the previous videos, I have a little bit of sore throat. That's why I'm sounding this way. So just bear with me for now. It will clear up very soon. So align your set square and support with your ruler and transfer lines to all of these points where they are intersecting, including the one at the top. So you needle here and draw thin lines all the way to the end. Transfer to this point here. Transfer to this point here. So I'll keep doing that until I transfer to all other points. Okay, so I'm done. Now, I later extended, I didn't have a longer set square, so I extended the lines to the end. Now, also take note of this point here and this point. If you notice, from my own end, this point and this point, they are what corresponding. They are, when I transfer the lines, both points went through same line. All right, so take note of that. Okay, so now development. Now remember, this is CC, the seam. So this is where we're going to start our development from. So this is the power of having to number your drawings, okay, correctly. So now remember, this is for 0 and 12. This line is for 0 and 12. So this line, it means that when you trace this line and you move this way, wherever you see 0 and wherever you see 12, you dot. I hope that's clear. Okay, so this is 0 and 12. So you trace and move this way. So let me use my ruler to guide. So you trace and you move. So can you see 0 here? This is 0. You dot. Continue to the other end. This is 12. You dot. Okay. Now remember, we still have another point at the top here. So this is 0 again. 0 here. You dot. Continue. This is 12 here. You dot. I hope that's clear. Now, this is for 1 and 11. I told you this, both lines, they are what? Going through, this line is going through 11 and 1. But I didn't draw it because I don't want to crowd this place with lines. So this is for 11 and 1. So you trace. Remember, this is it. So it means whenever you see 1 and 11, you dot. So you keep moving. This is 1 here. You dot. Continue. This is 11 here. You dot. We also have another one for the top here. So you trace. This is 1. You dot. And continue. This is 11. Make a dot there. All right. So the next one is 10 and 2. So 10 and 2. So this for 10 and 2 means wherever you see 2 and 10. So this is 2. And if you continue, this is 10. Same for the top, 2 and 10. The next one is 9 and 3. So you trace, this is 3 and 9, so this is 3. And we have 9 here. To the top, this is 3. And you have 9 here. For 9 and 3. Then the next one is, I'm moving to this other side now. This is 8 and 4. So you trace 8 and 4. This is 4 here. And this is 8 here. For the top, where is it? This is it. 4 here. And this is 8 here. Then this is 7 and 5. Trace for 5 and for 7. For 5 and for 7. And finally we have 6 standing alone. So 6 here. And we have 6 here. So you can see the shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a let me start by printing out these corners. And printing out this corner. So what I'm going to do is use a French curve or a flexible curve to connect all of this part. You should already know how to do that. If you don't know how to use a French curve professionally, you can see a video I did on how to use a broomstick and a French curve. You'll see I did a video on that. You can go over that video and practice more. So I'll just do that quickly. Okay, so this is what you get at the end of the day. The development, like the shape of a bat or something. Okay, so I hope you found this quite easy. So do not forget to indicate what you've drawn. So I'll do that real quick. Okay, so this is the elevation, this is the plan, and this is the development. Okay, so now if you notice I didn't hatch the plan. I'm supposed to hatch it because it was sectioned. But in the question, you weren't even told to draw the sectional plan in the first place. Okay, so if you hatch it or you don't hatch it, it's not going to affect what you've done because you were not told to do so. You're just told to copy the views, the given views, and draw the development. That's all. So, but you are asked to draw the sectional plan, then hatch in 45-degree thin lines. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful and helpful. And please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification buttons, and also share these videos to those you think might be in need of them. I'll come your way again. My name is Fred. See you some other time. Bye.